Well, good morning everyone. It's 19th of November 2022, 7:30 in the morning, South Australian time. Just left the campsite and en route down the road 150 kilometers to Penong, or is it Penang, caravan site. So it has lots of facilities there, so I can shower, get some good food. 150 k's, but 2 kilometers up the road here, there's Yatalan Caravan Park. So I'll stop there first, see if it's open. I'm sure it is, and I might have a quick bite to eat, and then carry on 140 odd kilometers down the road, which there is nothing other than what you see around you, which is all these forests, which are bigger than the Nullarbor, which are only around about knee or waist height. These are actual trees, so the foliage gets bigger. And to meet me first thing in the morning is this little hill going up here, and I'm holding the selfie stick because it's normally fastened on a bracket on the bike, but during the travels the plastic bracket fastened to the metal bracket broke off, so thankfully the Insta 360 1 RS was not attached to it, and only the selfie stick fell off, but it still works. So up this little hill. So yesterday was a short day, only 70 kilometers. That was the 18th, but on the 17th, 2 days before, I was actually in the Nullarbor, and I planned to do 101 or 2 kilometers, and I did, and I set up camp just before a storm arrived, which I could see on the horizon approaching very fast. But anyway, the storm did arrive, and there was so much rain, the area I was in just got totally flooded, even though I thought it was a good ground. But what I didn't realise is that was one of multiple storms, the first of multiple storms coming in that evening. So anyway, first storm passed, and in the period of the second one arriving, which I didn't know, I thought I'll up camp, had to move down the road a few kilometers, which I did. And as I was fixing second camp, the second storm arrived, which is even bigger than the first one. That ended up lifting the tent virtually up from its moorings and throwing it into the ocean. Thankfully I saved everything. So I had two options. At this point I was soaking wet. It was blowing a gale like I've never seen before. There was thunder and lightning directly overhead and all around, and there's no way I could set up the tent. So that was option one: stay and definitely freeze. Or two, pack everything away in the bags, throw it on the bike, get myself on the bike and start cycling to the Nullarbor Roadhouse, which was 80 kilometers down the road. So this is now 17:30, 1800 o'clock, storm raging. I'm on the bike, and just over 4 hours later, 80 kilometers, I arrive at the roadhouse. And the storms that continue to follow me all the way were to the front, to the left, to the right, thunder and lightning like I've never seen before, like something out of a movie. Totally surprised. So if you're thinking of doing this trip and you're thinking about coming across the Nullarbor and you're thinking it's like it is today, hot and sunny and dry, well, think again, it can change, and it did 2 nights ago. But anyway, at the Nullarbor Roadhouse, I put myself in the toilet block, stripped and got myself in the shower to warm up, and then fixed all my admin, kept myself going, because had I stood still I would have froze. But anyway, next day all was well. But that's why I chose to do a short one yesterday, because from the South Australian Roadhouse to the Nullarbor Roadhouse, there's 182 or 3 kilometres. So that day was a very long day, and coupled with all those storms, and I was absolutely soaking wet through, I decided yesterday to do a 70-kilometre bike ride to the rest area just back there. But here I am today, new day, sun is shining, the winds are light, and I'm heading 150 kilometres up this road. All in all, I feel fine. The bike's performing excellent. This Orbea H30, I do recommend it. You know, it's got stamina is what I'd call it. Even when it was going across the Hyden to Norseman Road, it just kept going. It's only when the gears got clogged up with sand that it said, hey, you know, sorry, can't do this now, gears are clogged. But it's doing its job, and I'm thinking, you know what, Orbea, if you're doing your job, I'm going to do my job. So all I do is turn that pedal, and with every turn it's a metre forward. So that's all I'm thinking, and that's all I was thinking riding through those storms the other night, forward. But I have to say, I've never ridden as hard in my life, getting through those 80 kilometres with all those storms raging around me. It was an experience. Anyway, little hill near the top, looking at the map relief on this 150 route, it seems to be like there's a high point just up ahead, and then there's a long down, so that's quite good. The app that I'm using is called KAMOOT, and it's not bad. It gives you all the things that you need: your time, your distance, your speed, your map relief. There's a free version, doesn't give you as many options, but I recommend, if you're doing these trips, pay the premium price. It's not a lot, it's worth every cent or penny, whatever currency you have. When I get to the caravan park and I'm get fed and watered, I'll put that sun cream on, factor 50, and for this 140 odd kilometre trip, I've got 7 litres of water. That'll be enough, but I'll take 8 with a just in case scenario. I can actually carry 10 on this bike. So going back to KAMOOT, the app, there are others out there. and they work just as good, I suspect. The other thing I found invaluable was the camping sites app. So there's a few out there. Wiki Camps seems the most favourite, and I have to say it's quite good. There's a small price to pay to download it, but there's one or two others that are free in Australia. Can't think of the names at the moment, but they're just as good. They give you roughly the same information, but I'm happy to have paid a small price for Wiki Camps because it does give you that more information. Things like what facilities are on site at these campsites. Like the one I've just been there, it said there's not a lot there, but it's good shade, it's near the road, so you might get noise disturbance, but it's secluded. There's tables, little things like that which are important to know. And also if it has a toilet, not like a toilet you have back at home, but what they call a drop toilet. It's like a little cabin. Some of them are quite run down, but most of them I've come across are quite good and spacious, and you basically do your business, and it's and you're left to know that you're leaving the environment in a good place, so it's good. So here we are, top of the hill. Oh, what's the surprise? There's another one waiting for me, but that's okay. So I'm going to sign off. So I'm glad this holding the selfie stick worked. I haven't done a lot of filming the last 4 days, simply because for the last 4 days it's been severe headwinds all the way, and you couldn't have heard anything. So this is the only day really, and some of yesterday, where there was no headwind. But yesterday it rained heavily as well, so I was caught in the rain yesterday. So over to you, my friends, wherever you are in the world looking at this, and to the people that care about me, you know who you are. I care about you, and with every turn of that pedal I'm closer to you. Speak soon, and love you all. Take care. Bye.